Welcome to the heart of Atlanta, Georgia, and Center Park Stadium. It's the Sacramento State Hornets and the Georgia State Panthers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and we are keeping a close eye on the weather, along with help from Holly Rowe.
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set up here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Back to you.
Okay, Holly, I know you're out in the elements. Keep an eye on that. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. So Georgia State's offense will have the football first. Cameron Brown, this offense is going to be productive. He will have to play well in this one. Looking for a gap. It's Butler. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The Panthers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. The give to the back. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Brown will throw it. The sure hands. It's Avery.
And I tell you what, when you drop back and you know you got that slot work in the middle of the field and you know how fast he is, you just wait for him to come open, throw that strike, and you know he'll take care of the rest. Nice throw, nice catch.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Butler. They're able to make the stop, and not before Georgia State has a first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. After the whistle, there is a man who has yet to leave the field, and they'll check on him. That's the sophomore safety that the trainers are taking a look at. We'll let you know how he's doing as soon as we find out. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Caught behind the line. It's Avery. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. And the Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. Running inside. It's Butler. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Well, there's another outstanding run. You've been seeing that all season long. I think we all expected this guy to be really good as a true freshman. I don't know if anybody expected this. The fact that he's in the Heisman race as a true freshman, that's just ridiculous.
He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Georgia State comes to the line with a 1st and goal. He wants to change this route. Brown wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia State. Fitted in the window for the score. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A 69-yard touchdown drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got two guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
Back to pass on second down. Going for the big play. He's got it down the right side. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
That is a big-time completion for the offense. You have to give all the credit to the offensive line because he had all day to sit back there in the pocket.
There's some room. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. They'll give it to him again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Quarterback keep. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Rush is on him. He gets away. He will not get there. A stop on third down leaves him with a fourth down from the 18-yard line. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Using his legs, it's Butler. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
Brown will throw it. Got it. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
We all want to push the ball down the field, down the field, down the field. But when you can dump it off to your running back and still make 10-plus yards, man, it makes you look like a really good play call.
Makes the catch. It's Washington. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they created a negative play.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Sets up the screen. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Making side adjustments here. They'll try to get it through the air. Moves around to clear up the vision. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
It's been a tale of two.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Trying to get it to the marker. And he's not even close to the line to gain, and the defense makes the stop. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Curtis. They stop him in his tracks, and they'll head to the other side of the field. We've reached the break. Georgia State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. The run inside. It's Curtis. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And here comes the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Brown wants to pass. Finds the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
They'll throw on third and short. Got the back over the middle. They're able to make the stop, but not before Georgia State has a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Butler.
Man, this guy has had a tremendous season. When you're getting mentioned for the Heisman Trophy as a true freshman running back, that is absolutely insane. And you've seen it all throughout the years. The big plays, the explosiveness, the speed. This guy has been unbelievable.
The RPO fired complete to the left. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now of being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Throwing on the run. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Running inside, it's Curtis. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Need 10 yards on this third down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Makes the grab. Gets away from one, finds room. Speeding down the left side. He is in. Touchdown, Sacramento State.
And when you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it in with a huge play, an 80-yard touchdown pass. Coming out with it, it's Murray. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Might be changing the route. Brown will throw it. On the move to his left. This time he's got it. Found a little bit of room and picked up 8 before he was stopped. And that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. To the ground to try to move the chains. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets rid of it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Great place to start for this offense. Rides the option, he keeps it. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
To the air on 2nd down. Lets it fly. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one, man. Like, this game is so close. It gets back and forth, right? Like, it could go any direction. Those are the type plays, man. The catches there to be made. The offense could make it, but the physicality of the defense in the end zone to prevent that big touchdown.
They'll send out the kicker here. And this one is perfect. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. for the point after and the lead. And the extra point gives them the lead at 14-13. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Shakes off the defender. There he goes. Lowers those pads. A really nice run from deep in his own territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 29. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. They'll ride the hot hand, finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. They'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Couldn't pick it up on second down. Now they need a couple on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Pocket breaking down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He couldn't quite get loose on that return. He'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. The run inside. It's Murray. Taking it the other way. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Brown wants to pass. Takes the easy one to the back. He'll be run out of bounds at the 14.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football. He's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the number one thing. Avoid disaster here. On fourth down, they'll try to get something out of this drive before the end of the half. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. They take a 4-point lead here in the second.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On fourth and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Coleman. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. The pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. Fielded in the end zone, it's raining. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead.
Snags it, and there's running room. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Off play action. There's the pressure. He's going to run it. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to the ground with the running back. Great awareness by this defense to know where the first down line was and stop him just a little bit short. Big 4th down decision coming. Punt is in the air. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking for room, it's Butler. Crosses the 30, he's got to lay it. Lots of running room. The 20. Touchdown, Georgia State. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Caught by Williams on the left. Turning it on. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The option, he'll keep it. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Here's a heat. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it.
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Takes it the other way. He's inside the 40. And he was trying to chart a course on that pick for a pick 6, but he'll be stopped at the 31. Georgia State takes over as the offense comes out ready to go on the attack. Got it behind the line. It's McGee. Could not make his way to the corner.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You can tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
Brown will throw it. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. The snap sets up the throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Already proven reliable. Once he'll try a second field goal, this one a 37-yarder. Splits the uprights. Good. And that lead grows even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Takes the handoff. It's Curtis. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. They kick it away on 4th down. He makes the catch at the 10. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but they've got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
A 5-yard pickup there leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
He might want another play. Brown wants to pass. Pressure coming. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Butler. Might have a chance. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. As we wind our way toward the end of this one, gives us a minute to check out the Week 12 scoreboard and the top 12 teams in the country and how things are going there. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. And that is the last thing they wanted to see with this guy in the middle of the Heisman Trophy race. Running inside. It's Hart. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
To the ground. He's got it again. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. 8th play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Now, 4th down.
So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Oh, he missed it. No good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. The run inside. It's Curtis. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. They'll try to get the first through the air. He lofts one down the sideline. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, trying to find his man. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. On the run, it's Butler. Showing off that power as he plows. The 38.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this.
Got a little grass. Touchdown, Panthers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time David sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness. Oh, he's got some space. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Hauls it in down the sideline. Big play on that one as he works his way all the way to the 28-yard line. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on down.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. There's a little room there. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Brown will throw it. Under fire. Going to try to get it. It breaks into the open. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet.
This has been a real fun game to call, guys, because we've got two quarterbacks that are getting it done on the ground. Both of these guys have had tremendous success. That time the defense wasn't in position. They weren't able to rally to him early enough, and you kind of get the feeling moving forward, whichever defense figures out the other running quarterback first, that's probably the team that wins.
Got him downfield. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Georgia State jumps back to the line. Wants to adjust the pattern.
Squid. Booster. Go.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. Looking for the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this. They have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
He'll bring it out. It's raining. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Give to the single back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that.